Janelle here, the expert to follow to become genuinely happy, wildly successful, and a dynamic leader. This is Midweek Momentum. Do you ever feel overwhelmed? Or do you ever have a to-do list that you just seem to never be able to get through? Good, because I do too sometimes. I used to make these big, long to-do lists that there was no way one person could get through in one day. And I would leave myself in complete overwhelm, resulting in getting nothing done. So what I've learned how to do is use my own mind, understand how my mind processes information so that I can get the most done and get the most out of my days and just blow through those to-do lists. Would you like me to show you how? Grab a piece of paper and a pen and we'll get started. So what we're about to discover is your chunk size. Your chunk size is how much information your mind can process before it goes into overwhelm. We want to avoid getting into overwhelm because once you reach that state, you don't get anything done. Perfect. Go ahead and write to-do list on the top of your page. Good. From here, we're going to add things to this list. And as we do, I want you to notice inside when something shifts for you. Probably the first thing you write down, you're going to feel like, okay, I can get this done. But I want you to notice when it shifts and you start to feel a little bit differently. Just pay attention and you're going to notice. You may hear something, a voice in your head, or you may feel something, or you may see something in your mind that will tell you that you've reached your chunk size and the maximum that you can get done. Okay? So I want you to just write, we're just going to draw lines that represent things to do. So go ahead and draw one line on your to-do list. You have one thing you have to do today. And just notice how you feel when you have one thing you have to get done today. Good, and now go ahead and add the second thing on there. How do you feel when you have to get these two things done today? And as soon as you feel something shift, I want you to notice it. And then write one more and put another line. And I want you to continue to do this until something shifts for you and it feels like, whoa, that's enough. Good. Once you've noticed that, for example, when I put the third line down, I start to get butterflies. So I say that my chunk size is actually 2, because as soon as I put the third thing down on that list, it kind of changes and I start to feel like, ooh, I don't know if I can get this amount of stuff done today. So is that a bad thing? If 2 is my chunk size, so notice what yours is, and whatever it is perfect for you, mine's 2. That actually seems really low. So what do you mean you can only get 2 things done in one day? No. I'm going to show you how to work with this number so that you can get the most done for you. My chunk size is 2. So when I make a to-do list, I only write 2 things on my to-do list. This is what I absolutely have to get done today. I have a master to-do list that I kind of keep hidden away of all the things that I have to get done over time. But what is it that I need to get done today? And my today to-do list is only 2 things. That way, when I look at what I have to do today, I wake up and I'm eager to do it rather than putting myself into overwhelm. Do you understand? Perfect. So, what tends to happen is I actually knock those 2 things off my list very quickly because there's only 2 things on the list and I'm not in overwhelm. I feel great about it and I can get it done. After those 2 things are done, you can give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a clap, and thank yourself for getting that stuff done. And then maybe you have some, oh, it's only 2 o'clock and you still have time to maybe do something else from tomorrow that you were going to do. So it's not about how big your chunk size is or how big you can make your to-do list. How can you work with your own mind so that you can start to be more effective? Because at face value, 2 is a small chunk size. However, when I understand how my mind works and when my mind goes into overwhelm, I can start to use my mind more effectively to create better results. Is that if you feel overwhelmed in your life in general, maybe not specifically in one area, start to look at how many spinning plates, so to speak, do you have going? How many roles are you playing at the same time? And if you're maxing out your chunk size, sometimes people wake up in overwhelm because if my chunk size is 2. So if I am being a businesswoman and a fiance and a daughter and a friend and I'm trying to do all of these things at once, I've already maxed out how much information my mind can process, which means I wake up in overwhelm every single day. So how can you start to shift some of the roles around that you play so that you can wake up in a state of success and excellence so you can actually get things done? Avoid getting into overwhelm, understand your own mind, how your mind works, and use it effectively. Thanks for watching. If you liked this, share it with your friends. For more information to become genuinely happy, wildly successful, and a dynamic leader, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make it a great day.